If you're here, you wish to know. Welcome to What's News This Week, a weekly series when I talk about different releases that I found interesting so I could keep up and you also. And the first things we're gonna talk about is Potionomics. It's a potion brewing simulator and potion seller, where you actually have to be a potion seller. And as a main girl you have to sell your potion and haggle for a best price, and befriend customers and maybe even date some of them, and that's what you're gonna do. You're gonna brew potions, you're gonna sell them for a best price, and probably have some contest. You can do a best potion, stuff like this. So it's gonna be one fun indie game. Available now. A Plague Tale Requiem. It's a continuation of Plague Tale, in essence. So it's the second game when you, as older sister, will have to keep saving your little brother that also have ability to control giant amount of rats. And there's gonna be a giant amount of rats in this video game. And once again, you have to stealthily overcome challenges and evil inquisitors in order to save your little brother. So I didn't finish the first game, but it doesn't mean that the game is bad. It just means I lost interest in this first stealth game, and people love Plague Tale, so you should definitely check out this series if you want to, because it's a good game. That I just lost interest in. Sorry. The Last Hero of Nostalgaia. Yeah, it's if I understood correctly, it's a parody of Dark Souls with a lot of humor, and I saw this trailer on Feature Game Show, and I believe this is gonna be at least fun game. Yeah, with a lot of humor, a lot of parodies, and all the stuff from Souls-likes that kind of become a cliche. Also have a cooperative mode, so why not play with Rent? The Last Worker, it's a sci-fi story about the guy who works in this giant station with a lot of, imagine Amazon, but more high-tech. And he is the last human worker, and there's gonna be a good voice acting, and a lot of, and also a story like these corporations are evil and you have to spy on them. Resistance just ask you to do this, but it's also your job. You have kind of choose what you're gonna do. Are you gonna help the resistance, or are you gonna keep your job so you and your family could survive? So it's gonna be interesting and fun. Batora Lost Haven. It's a story-driven RPG. I thought it's gonna be like adventure action RPG, but okay, story-driven RPG, I'm all in. And so the world in ruins, and you have magical powers to save everything, and that's what's gonna happen. You will become the protector of the Earth, and will have to fight the great evil with your newly acquired magical powers. I'm all in, and I'll definitely will play this game sometime in my life if it's on the list. And you should also, and it's out. Gotham Knights. I do love Scott Snyder's story about Gotham Falls in New 52, and they're making the cooperative game where two people will play as either as Batgirl, Nightwing, Red Hood, and Robin, Tim Drake, Red Robin, and Batman presumably dead, but we all know it's comics, so not forever. So you will have to investigate stuff and fight with villains and do a Batman's job while he's not in town, basically, as one of these characters. People say it's gonna be meh, but I don't know. I want to enjoy this game with my friends, at least with some of them. Also, I'm curious if they're gonna add more characters to the roster, like Spoiler, Orphan, Batwing, Batwoman, Signal. There are not many people with families in this form. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe in paid DLC. I hope not, but probably. That's what Warner Bros. Would do. New Tales from Borderlands. It was announced on Opening Night Live Summer Game Fest. I love the original Tales from Borderlands, and I hope this one would be good. Some people were complaining about the last trailer, not this one, but the next after this, that was introducing one of the characters. I didn't watch it, and I don't want to because it spoilers. So I don't want to see any spoilers that can come up. So graphically it looks good, and I hope the story would be as good, but I'm not sure. It's a new Telltale, and I don't know how many screenwriters worked from the previous Telltale on this new one, so I don't know. I just want to have fun. Persona 5 Royal comes to a lot of different platforms, on Xbox, on PC, on Switch, probably, I'm not sure. Anyway, if you didn't have PlayStation 4 and didn't acquire PlayStation 5 and want to play Persona on different platform, you should, because it's freaking masterpiece, and even though it's JRPG with a lot of hours to play, you would enjoy this because it's a greatly made game. Monster Prom Monster Roadtrip. Yeah, it's a third game in the series. I do love the first Monster Prom, I played it, and the previous game was called Younged. I mean, it's a fun tabletop game with your decision may have consequences. It's also kinda dating sim, so you should try it out. The Paloni Show Halloween Special. The guy from Rick and Morty, Justin Roiland, once again does something strange. Now it's anthology. It's an anthology of a bunch of different stories that only unite by one theme, and it's Halloween. So there's a lot of strange stuff happening. It's all in Rick and Morty style, so you know what to expect. On Netflix, there's a documentary series about Lisa. You know, the singer that you heard a lot in anime openings, like in Demon Slayer, in Sword Art Online, and all different others. It can be an interesting. If you're interested in hearing about sorts of a singer who tried to build a career in singing, how he come to this, it can be interesting. The loneliest boy in the world. So the guy was so alone, felt so alone in the world that he decided to dug up some popular people, well, relatively popular, and they arranged them as a made-up family, and one day they came alive, and he had his own zombie family. Well, they didn't become alive, they become undead, and he lived with this whole undead family, and that's the comedy premise of this horror premise of this comedy. Yeah, so even so it is a spooky season, and yeah, it could be fun. Why not? VHS 99. So I do love the anthology of VHS. I don't like horrors, but I can make exception for VHS because it's freaking awesome anthology series that's all made into VHS tape, because I'm old and I remember what VHS is. So do not miss on VHS, because they making the cool movies with these little stories about, and this one will have 5 of different stories horror-wise, so not miss it. Oni, Under God's Tale. It's a stop-motion animation. Yeah, it's not for PS drop, it's just stop-motion animation. If I understood correctly, the Tengu guy tells story to all different yokais about evil Onis. This little Oni girl do good Oni things and kind of becomes a hero. Not really sure what story is about, but it looks fun and interesting thing, so I suppose we should check it out. The Peripheral, Season 1. From creators of Westworld, there comes the show in the manner of Ready Player One, but on serious notes. So if I understood correctly, it's kinda like a Matrix. The people put on this new thingy and go to the virtual world, but they can be hurt in the virtual world, and whatever happens there also will have consequence for their actual bodies. So that's interesting, and I also should watch the last season of the Westworld, and now I need to look forward to this one, the Peripheral. And unfortunately, it's all that I found interesting this week. So, if you're on the channel to live and grow, please support me here on other social medias, do whatever you do at the end of the video, share my videos with everyone you support sharing, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos.